way down my
Recording is on.
My goodness. I just did that. I just did
Come on, Luke.
I just did a whole minute muted. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Thank you. Was that Galapagos that called me out? Yep. And Bows too. Yep. All right. Well, let me do that again from the top. Welcome everybody. The Bat Community Call. It's Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. Hope you all are doing well. Just so you all know, we are recording the call for anybody that may not have made it to the live call. We will share that afterwards. We also have a transcription, which I'll put the link in the chat in case anybody doesn't have that. What I also think, and someone correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think Jenny mentioned that we're going to actually stream this live from X, but this week from the Bat account, I think. So, that'll be cool. I know Godson was doing live counts last week of I think we were up over 200 at one point, which is cool. So excited to see what happens when we have this on the Bat account too. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you're having a great week so far, and that there's a lot going on. I think one thing we're doing, we're preparing for Consensus, which is coming up at the end of the month. And we have a bunch of stuff going on around Karate Combat. I know that Scott from Crypto Dojo is going to be there doing some live commentary at the event. And we'll also have, I think there's a happy hour for Brave is hosting there too on that Thursday, and a whole bunch of other things going on that week too. So pretty excited about that. Oh, Belladone gave us a heads up that it's live on the Attention Token account and posted the link there. So if you guys feel like retweeting that, much love on that front. This is cool. I love that we're doing this. So personally, I think we've got a couple things going on. Still hoping to add one more meme coin to the lineup that we're pretty close on. I think they're doing final checks on their end to just green light it, but I'm pretty excited about that one. You all will soon find out which one that is. The campaigns we've been going, I think Mutai's in the third round. They're racking up the impressions, which is great. We'll be posting a couple of updates there. If Jenny's here, I think I don't want to step on anybody's or rain on anybody's parade around the team announcement. So I think I'll hand the mic over to Jenny and the crew to do the walk through the deck.
I think she's going to be here in just a minute.
Oh, I see her.
She here?
Yeah, I see the little cloud icon.
I'm here. Hi, everybody. I just need a minute. I'm going to get us set up, and then I'll hop on the mic.
Got it. No worries. I keep calling it's Bat Jenny or D Jenny or Jenny from the clouds or whatever. How are you doing, Drew?
Jenny from the blockchain.
Jenny from the blockchain.
Miss Cloud.
Oh, we should make a remix of that.
Yes. Get those.
I'm still Jenny from the blockchain. It'd be nice.
Look out. People got some gardeners going in the background or traffic, which is good. We're all live here. All right. I love the color on that background, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, I think we're all set up and good to go. Thank you for waiting. Hi, everybody. Before we start, I just want to mention that today we are broadcasting this call live to the Attention Token X account. So hopefully that's working fine. It seemed to be. I checked on it right before I joined. And yeah, hopefully we'll attract a lot more listeners and members to the community call in the future. So welcome. If you're watching the broadcast and you're joining us for the first time, feel free to hop on the Brave Top link where you can, talk to us directly. In the meantime, we'll dive into the deck. Alrighty, here we go. Starting off with some community highlights. All right, so great news, everyone. Season 4 of our Bad Ambassadors program is now open for registration. So if you've been wanting to join the program, or if you know anybody who has been wanting to join the program, now they can apply. We have the registration link pinned on our Bat Community Twitter at the top of the page. I'll actually drop the link in here too after I'm done, so you all can share that around. But yeah, we're super excited. We had an incredible third season. We talk about Bad Ambassadors so much on this call, so I won't harp. But to sum it up in a few words for anyone who might be watching the broadcast, the Ambassadors program is dedicated to driving the global adoption of Attention Token, Basic Attention Token, and Brave. And we had a wonderful crew of about 45 ambassadors from around the world at peak of last season, and they did so many things. There are way too many program highlights to list here, but in the tweet that I pinned, it's actually a thread, and it covers our top program highlights from the past season. So please be sure to check that out. And I just want to give a congratulations to all of our incredible ambassadors who have partaken in season 3, and many of them were also in season 2, and some are probably still around from season 1. So just want to say thank you all for your incredible contributions to the project over the past year plus. Thank you all so much. And actually, let me grab the link and drop it in the chat.
I think Belladone has got the S4 form in there already. Is that the one?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that's actually the form. And then here's the tweet with the thread that covers all the program highlights and accomplishments, which I think is definitely worth checking out if you're not already in the program and not familiar. So yeah, it's been an incredible season, and we've become super close with all the ambassadors, and it really feels like we're a tight-knit family of supporters and advocates for BAT. It's really amazing. So yeah, love this community. And if you're not already part of the program, join us. It'll be worth your while, I promise. Okay, moving on. Upcoming event. So Battern and Guillermo, I don't think Battern is here today, but maybe Guillermo is, and he can talk a little bit about it. They will be attending MemeCon 2024 in Lisbon, Portugal from May 28th to 30th. And MemeCon is exactly what it sounds like. It's a big conference going on in Lisbon dedicated to meme coins, which is really interesting. Well, it depends who you ask, but we think it's interesting. And at the event, Battern will be giving a presentation on how, talking about a number of things, obviously giving a little bit of a Brave and BAT overview, talking about his come up through the community, how he started as somebody who is assisting with meme marketing, and now he's helping oversee our BAT Ambassadors program and doing so much more. But he'll also be touching on Brave's pilot, which Luke, I'm sure you've spoken about it on the call while I was away, but for anyone who might not know, Brave's running an advertising pilot with several meme coin projects, using our private advertising to promote them. I think some of them are Mutai, Wen, there might be a couple others. Toshi. Yeah, we've been essentially using Brave ads to boost their awareness and adoption, and the campaign results have been really good so far. And Luke's been sharing regular updates on Twitter, which has, in turn attracted more potential meme coin clients. And other potential clients from outside the meme coin space too. So yeah, that's been really awesome. And Adam will be discussing that during his presentation. And, hopefully from that event, we'll be able to attract other projects to the pilot and maybe convert them into Brave Ads clients going forward. And also Battern and Guillermo will have their Brave QR code. So they'll be trying to onboard some new users while they're at it. So we're looking forward to that. And I don't know if Guillermo is here today. Yes, he is. Is there anything you want to add, Guillermo?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Guillermo.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say really quick, like Jenny mentioned, we're getting more leads off of the meme coin pilot, which is I realized I hadn't shared that part with the group either. So like we did a look. This was as of last Friday, and just based off of doing the pilot, we've gotten over 13 new ad campaign leads from different dApps, different projects in the space that aren't meme coins themselves, but are qualified advertisers that where maybe a participant was involved with the meme coin, or maybe they just saw what we were doing and they reached out as a result. And so we're going to keep tracking that like as we go forward. But it's one of those things where, like we were talking about before, like when these trends happen, if we can show the market the value that Brave Ads can bring to this audience that typically sees ads as kind of like a Web 2 thing, we can really kind of make some inroads and form relationships. I mean, aside from the leads that we've gotten, the relationships we've been able to foster through this effort have been really awesome. We met some really killer people like that are in good groups and affiliated with a bunch of different projects, et cetera, that we're working on different things with already. We have the H3 Entertainment. They're a startup that's doing like Web3 short form kind of Netflix-y content. They actually were just recording the series that we were promoting the trailer for over the weekend, actually in the Bay Area. And they're featuring Brave product placement in there. And they're also featuring some of the meme coins that are in the pilot lineup as like little Easter eggs throughout. So it's kind of cool. These aren't huge numbers yet, but I think like it's good to be in the mix with the culture, doing things and showing people that, this isn't traditional advertising. Like this is how we can kind of break from, millions to tens of millions to everyone talks about 1 billion, but like, let's bring it back to earth and like, set our jetpacks and tune things up, So anyway, sorry, Guillermo, back over to you.
No worries. Yeah, well, my updates now sound silly. Just want to add that it's not going to be just MemeCon. I believe it's going to be NFC, which is basically like 3 days conference of not conference, but an event. And I'm not really sure what each day will feature. Currently, the focus was on MemeCon, but I'm gonna play that one next week. I also have to make sure if the current tickets that we have access to the other days, because we ended up buying a cheaper ticket that is the cosplay ticket, which means that we can get a cheaper ticket by dressing as lions. So there will be 2 lions walking around promoting Brave and Basic Attention Token.
It's awesome. Are you guys are going to be dressed up?
Oh yeah, there's going to be a ton of photos from that.
Is it going to be like, is it like a costume head, or are you guys doing like makeup on your face and stuff?
Oh, I'm going to paint the nose black just so I can have like the lion's nose. And I have like a full costume. I have like gloves and everything. It looks so silly. I was just laughing very loudly at home alone, just taking pictures of it. I sent some to Jenny, Drew, and Adam, and Paula, and Godson. Actually, I didn't think I sent to Godson. I'm going to send it now.
That's awesome.
You'll get to see it in a good, like...
Right. This is so memeable. Like...
There'll be plenty of pictures.
So you're telling me that Battern isn't dressing up as a pelican?
He said that he's going to try to paper mache the head part, but it's possible. I don't know. It's gonna be surprising to me too. Sorry about.
Maybe if he starts now for next year, he'll be able to complete that paper mache pelican head in time.
I was saying it would take a lot of craftsmanship to accurately represent that.
He should do like a face tat of the pelican.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah, I agree. I really think you should.
So wait, let me just clarify something. You're dressing up to get a discount on the tickets. Is that what y'all
Yeah,
are doing?
yeah,
That's
basically. Like
that's
the
so good.
the main tickets are 600 euros or 30 euros with a costume. So it's like it's stupid insane. It really motivates you to dress up. It's hilarious, quite frankly. You just have to dress as your profile pictures.
Now I know that Battern is giving a presentation. Is he going to be in outfit for the? Please say yes. That would
Yeah,
be
I'm
all the
pushing for
time.
it. Yeah, I'll be pushing for it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we told him he has to do it in the costume.
they have to. You have to keep the hat on or the
I'll
costume
try
on.
to find a way. Like, I'll try to convince him of not bringing like any other clothes, so he cannot take it off. It's either that or underwear. So
I love it. I love it. Sorry, Gam. I keep interrupting you. I'm going to shut up now.
no. It was like it was great questions. Let's probably move on, Jenny.
No, but I love it so much. I can't wait to see all the pictures and the videos and the memes that come out of this. And also, hopefully, we get some great new leads out of all this. And also, Luke, thanks for jumping in earlier with all that color. Like I knew some of that, but not all of it. So yeah, and I'm sure folks here didn't. So awesome, thanks. Let's move on. So, okay, so you all know we have this ongoing arena sponsorship with Karate Combat. We've done loads with them. Besides that, such as our community watch parties, I wanted to just signal that they have a couple of big events coming up that we will be doing watch parties for. So on May 30th, they have the KC46 fight and then the Influencer Fight Club fight number 2, and that's going to be taking place in Austin, Texas during Consensus. We will also have some Brave team members on the ground there attending the event in person, and we are going to be able to wrangle some tickets. So if anyone here will be there, let us know. We can probably get you in to the event. And same thing for the 2 ones coming up after that. So there's June 28th in Orlando, Florida, and there's July 25th in Nashville, Tennessee. I might try to make it out to the Tennessee event or the Florida event. So if anyone from the community lives around, I know that Moonbeamer, for example, anyway, I'm not going to say where. Sorry, don't want to dox anyone, but we'll hopefully have some folks in the community at some of these events with us. We'd love to see you there. And if you can't be there in person, join our Bat Community watch parties on Brave Talk. We always have such a fun time. Usually Crypto Dojo, Scott from Ambassadors, does live fight commentary through his YouTube channel. We also vote on who we think is going to win each bout via the polls feature for fun in Brave Talk. And then, if you're really serious, you can vote in the Karate Combat app with karate tokens. We usually give out special POAPs for these events. We give out bat prizes. We give out karate tokens. So yeah, it's a ton of fun. And we've done 3 or 4 of them so far, and they've all been like really great. They tend to go on for like 5 hours. It's great. And then, we may be able to spot Brave team in the audience. So super exciting all around. Let us know, reach out to me on Twitter or in Discord if you'll be in the area during any of these events, and we can hook you up with a pass. Oops. All right, I guess sorry everybody. Okay, Guillermo, I'm handing the baton back.
So this is regarding the revamp. We're going to update our socials probably sometime this week. I still have to talk with Jenny regarding the one for Twitter, sorry, X. It's honestly about it. Like, it doesn't have much thing to say. It's just a revamp, and this is how it will look. It's just a mock-up, and I hope you enjoy it. I did doing though. Just going to update the one for Twitter. It's honestly very likely that's not going to look like that, just as a placeholder. So it's as the text says, suggestion of presentation.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a refresh on socials. Thank you.
And this is a color update. There will be 2 new items on the swag store, which are basically like the designs on both left and right, and on the center is a mock-up of how it looks like and the t-shirts that will be available. They will be oversized from that tanned white up until that desert yellowish color, the tan color.
Launching this Friday on the Brave
Friday
merch.
17th.
Yes, Friday the 17th. Don't worry, we will be spamming socials with the link so you'll know where to get them if you want to get them. But yeah, we're so excited to have Guillermo designs going up on the store. Finally, we've been wanting it for a long time, and they're finally going up there. And before anybody asks, no, you cannot pay with BAT at the moment, but we are working on it. Yet it's actively being worked on. So for now, you can pay with a credit card though, and we ship worldwide. So check it out and show your support for BAT and for Guillermo and the community. Yay!
Yay!
Buy them all. It's your duty. Not quite.
Yes.
So, hi everyone. I hope that you're having a lovely day. So, the weekly recap update. So, yesterday we posted our space recap with Xbox that we did on March 22nd in the Bat Community X account. But as usual, you can also find it in the Bat Brigade Discord on the AMA Calls Recap channel. And we will be publishing more recaps soon, but we're just waiting for some configurations in Notion. Next slide, please. Now, about the BAT ambassadors in LATAM. A couple of months ago, we shared that we sent Rafael, our BAT ambassador from Honduras, some merch for him to wear during his streams on Twitch. So you can see his username right there. So we sent him some t-shirts, a couple of hoodies, and a beanie. And he was working on making a video compilation with some clips from different streams he has done wearing the merch. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show it to you in the next slide. So here's the lovely video he made and some screenshots from the streams. We just posted it in the Bat Community X account, and like it says in the post, he has been doing an amazing job spreading the word about Bat and Brave, and not only in the channel description, but also during his streams while he chats or plays with his subscribers. And in his channel, you can see Brave-related content, such as graphics and videos, and also links. So if you speak Spanish and enjoy watching streams, please go and join Rafael's channel. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you, Paula. And I also just want to say thank you so much, Rafael, for all the incredible content and for talking about Bat and Brave on your channel and showing off the merch. We love our community creators, Crypto Dojo too, and many other creators who do different things, not just videos, not just Twitch or YouTube, but also memes, art, design, all kinds of stuff. You all are all awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much.
Am I doing this one, Jenny?
Yes, you're up.
Yeah, filling in for Batter, who's not able to make it today. So, yeah, we just wanted to announce, I think it was put in on, or talked about on the ambassador call yesterday, but we have a new ambassador of the month, which is the Dave, who has been absolutely rock solid, like 2 years plus of weekly trivias in the Discord. Dude kills it every week. He's always there. And even when he's not there, he makes it up on the next day or whatever. So definitely appreciate him for doing that for so long, being so consistent, being an awesome person in general. Like it says here, real definition of a bat bro. And he's also recently, I think, taken on the Bat in India localization account and been posting in Hindi, as you can see in the pictures there. And yeah, that little Lego Batman guy is super solid bat bro. We love him and appreciate all he does for us. Thank you so much, bud. And then, yeah, is there another one, or was that his only one? I think Godson's up.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. I'm trying a new mic this week, so apologies if it's too loud or not loud enough, or if my accent is even worse than usual. But hey, welcome back. This is your African Ambassadors update. We're doing a lot, but these are some of like the most sort of like I think are the most important things we're doing. So we didn't know this, but like simultaneously, two of the ambassadors, shout outs Alfred and Stan the Man, came to us and said, "Hey, there's a thing called like the Bitcoin Pizza Day Hangout, and they do it all over. Like it's done in like 9 African countries. They do it on the same day. It's organized by the same people, and we'd like to attend. And we'd like to find something to do out there. So we started talking with the organizers, the CBC, the Center Blockchain community. Sorry, the crypto blockchain community. It's like a transnational organization, and you probably can't see it, but in that like little picture down there, where it says partners, we have Brave under there because we're currently trying to barter a partnership with them where they give our people some special attention in Nigeria and in Kenya in exchange for some ads. So yeah, that'll happen on the 22nd. We'll get you pictures and everything. Stan the Man went to the Ethereum Frontiers Africa event last week. There's some pictures on the next slide, and there's like a whole. He posted a lot of pictures, so I'm gonna drop a link to when we get there, so you can go to the Google Hangouts and look at all the pictures. But shout out Stan. He was out there. I believe Vitalik was there and a bunch of people, and it was a big thing, and he was able to represent us and do some good work as well. The KBCC partnership, we're in the final stages of the talks. Shout out to Stan again. He's going to represent us at that convention. They're going to give him a booth and everything, and he'll be able to do what he's best at. And when that happens, we'll get you the updates and the pictures and whatnot. And then lastly, Fondbank. I actually spoke to them like not even 3 hours ago, so I can't. There's we have to like finish some talks, but essentially they're ready to partner with us as well. They not just we know them as the people who help integrate Web3 with like the local economy, like the very, very, very local economy. Essentially what they do, they let you swap your airtime for crypto and vice versa. But they also provide like an infrastructure for like a bunch of like companies, like a bunch of P2P trading companies, some web gaming stuff, all kinds of stuff. So I spoke to them today. I will draw up an official should I say like an MOU or something, and have everyone, pass it around to everyone, and get some official thumbs ups before we move forward. But we are going to be exploring a partnership with Fondbank. They will be we'll be bartering Brave ads in exchange for. They have this is like some alpha, but they have a campaign with Avalanche coming up, and they want to use the Brave platform to execute it, and then after that they'll bring us all their other partners as well. So there's that. Next slide. Let's give a shout out to Stan the Man, Big Stan. Let me drop the link to the Google Drive in the chat. So go over there, go look at all the pictures. Stan the Man was out there, representing us and doing the best he could. So I figured, we should give him a whole page. Unfortunately, he's not here because it's literally like 11:30 p.m. over there. So it's a lot hard for him to make these calls. But yeah, shout out to Stan. You know, he'll be doing some more for us with the KBCC partnership, and then also the Bitcoin Pizza Day hangout as well. So we'll be seeing a lot more of Stan. That's it for the African Ambassadors update. So let's talk about some streaming numbers. You know, you guys know we've been streaming these calls for like, I mean, a couple weeks now. Shout out, you know, Belladone. He's been doing it on his account for months now, but we finally we finally managed to get it up on some of the more official handles. Some quick stats: on average, our spaces get like, you know, 120, 100, 150 viewers, you know, listeners, that kind of stuff. But last week for our first stream, we did 700 views on the Back Community account, which, you know, is pretty incredible because, you know, we did not, you know, promote this. We didn't really like, you know, talk about it. There was no plans or whatever. We just kind of like put it up there and let, you know, people discover it. And we did 700 viewers last week. And then this week we're streaming on the Attention Token account, which is, you know, of course, a lot bigger, and it's got like the gold square and everything. So it should reach out, you know, to more people. And I can tell you that right now we have almost as many views on the Attention account than we did last week on the Back Community account. So we might do twice the numbers this week. And then next week we'll stream. Yes, we'll stream on multiple accounts. We'll stream on both Back accounts. We'll stream on my account. We might even throw in Belladone's account in there. We're gonna do like a massive multi-stream stream, if that makes sense. And then
it's like the L2s of streams.
Yeah, we're gonna do some streams on streams. You know, just everybody out there. So yes, yeah, and then after that we'll do some, you know, proper planning and like execution with like promotion and stuff, as we hand off, you know, the spaces to our partner. We'll, you know, focus a little bit more on this, and then, you know, we can like execute like an even bigger stream, and, you know, get to like uploads, you know, uploading the stuff to like, I don't know, other accounts, you know, maybe even expanding to like Twitch and stuff. But yeah, those are the numbers for the batch streams. And as we are speaking right now, we have crossed more streams on this broadcast than we did on the last broadcast, and it's only been 30 minutes or so. So yes, thank you. That's it from me. Handing it back to the.
All right, I guess I'm up. So just updates and things going on my end, and Consensus and Karate Combat, which has been mentioned a couple times, coming up. So we're kind of gearing up for that. I'm going to be going to the local meetup for the Pizza DAO, so yet another pizza group to celebrate the 10,000 Bitcoin that was used to buy pizza back in, I think, 2010. So I'll be over there at the local meetup that they're having here with some Brave swag, and yeah, got them to throw the Brave logo on the flyer there, but may look into doing some more with them, as they've got meetups like all across the world, so and all over, lots of cities all over. So just kind of ran out of time for this year. Started a little late, but we'll check and see how it goes, and eat some pizza and have some fun. And then so if you recall, we had some of the ads for the Brave Talk with Pudgy Penguins. Had a few other groups reach out that wanted to do or get involved with those, and from my understanding, those had some pretty good numbers compared to the other Brave Talk ads. So try out a few other ones, one with Savvy Seals next, and then also doing maybe a special ad for the celebrity fights for Karate Combat that's coming up at the end of the month. So that one should be fun as well, with featuring a couple of the crypto celebrities that are fighting a little Bitcoin versus ETH matchup. And then I got my on-chain rewards, so I'm super excited about that. I think that came over the last day to mine. I know they've been rolling out this past maybe week or several days. So check and see if you've already signed up for that. See if you've got them. Otherwise, I think they're maybe still sending those out, rolling those out. But be on the lookout for those. That's super exciting, and can't wait till it gets a little broader reach and more people are able to sign up and get in on that. And then I don't think it's been talked about, but we're looking at maybe changing up kind of how we do our spaces. We got kind of a partnership with a group that may help us and put us, connection with other partnerships and other projects, and have multiple projects on these spaces to get more people in the spaces and things like that. So that's something to kind of look forward to in the coming weeks, and something we've been working on. And also maybe getting like Luke on some other spaces in the that they have with other projects as well. So outside of our back community space. So that's kind of the main thing that I've been working on. But go ahead, Luke.
A little bit on that too, Drew. Sorry to interrupt, but just before we switch gears, one, it was one of those ones where like Drew's been bringing some pretty solid projects in to from the community side, and he introduced us to these guys at Unfungible. They basically specialize in spaces, right? Like all they do are promoting, helping to coordinate, host, doing this for themselves, for customers or clients of theirs, etc. And we're actually doing something pretty interesting with them. So they're going to help us to get, promote our spaces out for BAT, from the BAT account. And they have their clientele is really solid. Some of them are projects that we've had on our spaces before, that are pretty known in Web3, but also I think Forbes Web3 is one of them, and a bunch of others. But all they do are spaces, right? So we'll be hosting a bunch from our account, from the BAT account, and then like Drew was saying, I'm gonna go do guest appearances on a bunch of spaces too. But what also is kind of cool is we're using this as kind of an opportunity to do some more pilot testing too. So they have these clients that are all, or they organize spaces for, and basically we're gonna use Brave Ads to help promote the spaces that they're doing. So you can think about it as another way to drive more listeners into Twitter Spaces for their clients, which, if you think about it, it's pretty cool, because if we can drive a lot more listeners to those spaces from Brave Ads, then not only is it a great use case for Brave Ads with spaces, but also these clients of theirs have now got some proof points and a little bit of exposure to Brave Ads too. And so it could be a really great way for us to get additional advertisers on. So it was kind of just another among the pilot tests we're running right now. Another one that kind of organically came in through Drew that has turned up pretty awesome so far. So I think we're kicking that off pretty soon, which will be pretty rad, I think.
Yeah, and I think a lot of those spaces and the ones that we do as well will have kind of a variety of different topics and guests and stuff. So it'll be good. I think kind of change things up a little bit and get a little broader audience as well.
Awesome. Does that wrap it up, Jenny?
Yeah, that's all I had. So yeah, appreciate it. I think that's all we had from the community side. So we'll give it back to you to do your thing.
Yeah, that's great. It's great updates from everybody. God's an awesome work with the Africa team, and super excited for Guillermo's stuff to be launched from the store too, and for everything else. I love it. Yeah. So one thing too, I know Drew mentioned that he got his rewards payouts. When we checked with some of the team too before the call, and I think that they were over halfway done with the payout. They were running into some issues with, they had to retry some of the payments that were canceled or didn't make it on chain, so they're still rolling that out. But where people are seeing them land, which is awesome. And so yeah, if you see them and you want to, one thing it'd be cool is like if you guys are getting those payouts and you want to tweet about them or whatever, it could be a cool way to show people that these things are getting settled up. And I think that they're not gonna expand the cohort this month. I think they're still kind of testing and learning, but we'll also put some updates out as we expand the cohort out there. But I was in a meeting where we were discussing like next steps on that last week. So anyway, pretty exciting, pretty awesome to see the progress on that moving forward, and that people are getting their on-chain payments. It's awesome. Cool. So let's see here. Oh yeah, dude, Harold's super bullish on the Nitro settlements. I remember talking to you about that back then, back a couple of years ago. It's really cool. Yeah, so I think I can open it up for questions. We got like 19 minutes left.
Harold put in the Nitro settlements is going in production for your project right now. Can y'all explain a little bit more about what that is?
Yeah, Harold, man.
Yeah, so Nitro settlements is where the way we did settlements before, one, we didn't do them on chain, and when we did payouts to a custodian, it was a very very secure way, but it wasn't a scalable way. The way that we're doing it or optimizing it, we are leveraging a service on AWS called Nitro Enclaves. And what this does, it allows us to perform these types of payouts in a manner where it's a fully isolated environment, and to where we don't have to worry about hacks and things of that nature. It allows us to scale out from the standpoint of it's not just one person doing it. We actually have a group of people who have to coordinate and do it, and which makes it a lot more secure, but then also removes the situation if something were to happen to one person, no one could do, or very few people could do the payout. So it's really slick. It's been a project that's been going on for the last 3 years. I've been on the infrastructure aspect of it because all it runs on AWS, and it's when I said it's going to production, what Luke mentioned earlier is that the on-chain for Solana payouts, we have this beta environment that is running on, and this is why that things are being worked out, all the kinks are worked out, because this environment handles all of our payouts to not just on-chain, but then also to custodians that we interact with, that we partner with, and for payouts and stuff. So yeah. So anyway, it's slick, it's amazing, and hopefully when we get it all out, there'll be some blogs and stuff that come out to talk about what all's involved, and it's really interesting too, because we really push a lot of privacy and security stuff, which AWS has been very very helpful with, but then also they've all their responses have been like, wow, okay, we really want this to be successful. So it's been a good partnership thing there we've been doing with them.
Super awesome. I appreciate you explaining that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's great. Who had a hand up? C-Ray.
Oh, actually, well, Harold was talking on that. I wanted to ask, I did receive the on-chain payment, but what caught me is there's no transaction history or anything in our wallet. Is that something that would be capable in the future to where people can see in the wallet when it arrived or anything else?
I think that is something that is going to be, there's going to be some future feature enhancements. And I think that's something that they want to, start bringing more UX into it. But I don't know where that will land as far as the roadmap and when that be implemented and stuff.
Like a payment statement. So like you got, because I know what you mean, because the before how we did it with custodians, right? Like you would just see it show up in your account, but it wouldn't be documented in the UI. And if we're going to do that with this is a great question. I'll surface it up. I'm not sure exactly where that is, but I know they've been doing a bunch of work on the rewards, like UI. Like folks I'm in nightly and I can see it, but I'm not sure if other folks are seeing it in release. But for example, there's like new toggles that were added in for the different ad units in rewards and et cetera. So I know there's UI work going on there. Let's check with Chris and see. I'll check with Chris and see like where they're at with getting the statement view updated to reflect that.
Yeah, that was something I noticed too, that it was in the history, but actually it just showed up in my rewards. Happened to see it there, but I think it'd be kind of cool if we could do like a little splash thing or something, like or some kind of notification or something that people could share and things like that would be cool. But I know that may be a lot of work. So
no, I think it's great. It's a great piece of feedback. So like share that they got their settlement.
Their monthly rewards or whatever. Right?
Yeah, your reward payout or whatever.
Or maybe some kind of notification or splash screen or something. Yeah, animation.
Yeah, because when I was talking to James about this last Friday, and he was saying that they're trying out a couple of different, like initially this was like to notify you that you're eligible. So like they were making a little like rewards menu or wallet like icon prompt, which is basically like a little red dot, I think, on the but it's hard to see that. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I hear you. Like one thing I was suggesting is that we actually like throw a notification to the user directly and some stuff like that. So let me see here.
I don't know like exactly how that would work or what you could do. Like, I mean, if it'd be like when you open it up or something, I don't know. Or
I think it's cool though. Like, I think
it'd be cool.
It's like with stats, right?
What's that?
It's like with the Brave stats, right? Like where people share that stuff out, like having it. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly. And then also, kind of on a related note, like I was looking in the nightly on the wallet, I noticed that it does have like a notification in there. Like it's not my default wallet on that particular instance, and so maybe something like that even could work. Just showing that people got the rewards and maybe prompted them to share something like that.
Yeah. All right, let's see here. I think there's two hands up. C-Ray's one. Who's the other? Godson's the other. So C-Ray, let's do you, and then we can hop to Godson.
Yeah, no, I was just continuing. I know exactly what you guys were talking about as part of it, but the other is just speaking about wallet in general. Like when I go in there, it shows no activity on any of my crypto, even though I have various tokens that I've sent and received, through wallet. And so I was trying to find out why is there no transaction history. Now, if I go to like SoulScan or whatever, I can see the transaction history for like the BAT payment that just happened. But otherwise, beyond knowing that there's a balance, I would have no idea anything ever happened with my wallet. You know what I mean?
That should be fixed. Yeah, let me making it right now to prompt after the meeting. No transition.
Yeah, like I've felt like the wallet, like the activity part of the wallet's been a little wonky. Maybe I don't know if it's a Solana thing, but in general, for some reason, it doesn't show like all the transactions. Almost like it's like just the ones that you transacted in that wallet or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we should show it to everything. Yeah. But I'm making a note about that. I'm making a note about that too.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah, that's great. What was I going to say? There was one other question I had too. Like, when you guys are looking at the wallet too, like I know that like Phantom and Backpack and some others do this where they kind of have it's like more like a browser profile where instead of like right now in ours it's like an aggregate view and then there are accounts that are like a subsection. Like, do you guys have a preference over like do you like the more profile view where your accounts are basically like different siloed things in your wallet? Do you like it more aggregated? I should just probably like make a poll for this, but Just kind of curious.
That's a good question. I don't know. I think they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah. No worries. I'll pull you guys on it.
It's something to kind of maybe think about too.
Yeah. We got some feedback on it, and I just figured to bug you guys. All right, so let's switch over to Godson.
Yes, sir. So I asked about this last week, but I just wanted to ask again since more people are here. We're currently eating the transaction costs for these payouts, right? Which kind of limits the scalability of the whole thing. So I wanted to ask, are we planning on just doing that forever, or have we considered, I don't know, like a claims system where people can just claim and pay the fee themselves, or like an L2 or something, a BAT L2 on Solana where nothing goes on but just this, and it's free, you know what I mean? I'm just kind of thinking about it,
Yeah, so there's some questions. Like one thing that the team's looking into a couple different things right now with the claims process, like in ways that we can use compression, ways that we could because not every users won't always keep their accounts forever either, like ways we can and do things like that. And then also different, right now everything's on Solana initially for on-chain, but eventually we want to make it so that people can select the chain they want to settle on. Obviously we're not going to foot the cost for that, and I don't think that long term us doing that either with Solana makes a lot of sense either. I think that but I think in this initial stage we're kind of ironing out what this looks like and also what options are available too that we can use to keep the cost down on this initially. As far as the L2 stuff goes, I think it's a complicated thing because one, they're how scalable it is a question it's been more in theory than in practice, and in practice it's been tricky, and I know that things are not in the perfect state with this stuff yet, and I'm trying to be careful not to sound like a maximalist or anything, but I think that they're seeing a ton of L2s. We're starting to see L3s, and it's not, maybe 1, 2, 3 of them are close to trustless, but the more you dig in on some of these, the more it just looks like more complicated AWS with higher risk in some ways. I don't like to say that, but it's just kind of true. There's a lot of things to consider, especially around regulatory, but also, if you're bridging too, is it bridging to a multi-sig admin, right? Then you're shouldering the potential risk of, issues with funds, things like that. There's still a lot that's TBD on I don't know. Right now, it's the whole lawfare thing going on with the regulators, and also just centralizing back to 1L2 is kind of I get the appeal, but I don't really. I think that a lot of activity is going to be happening on other chains, and I think that we're going to see a lot more chains coming out, and I've seen it go from 32 to 52 L2s on LTV in 3 months, and so I think there's a lot of, it's still nascent. I think that there's still, the more complexity you add. Think about how many smart contracts on L1s have had bugs and issues, right? Adding on top of that and on top of that and on top of that, it's compounding risk. But I might be biased. I don't know. I think we're pretty blockchain agnostic here. I think that we've been waiting to do on-chain settlements for years, and so we're going with the approach we have now, and then we'll see how the space matures, and the stuff that proves itself out over time. We'll put the attention there and add more as we go.
Yeah, thanks. The whole L2 thing, I'm not too sure about either, but I just wanted to say, it doesn't have to be the most like blockchain thing that we do, right? It could be a little bit less decentralized or something, if it means that we don't eat like the massive costs of processing 10,000, 100,000, a million transactions every month or whatever. So that,
yeah, no, I mean I think it's a very valid point, and I think that like that's one of the reasons why they're looking at like, okay, are there ways that we can use compression? Are there ways that we can mix fee taking with fee burning and other things like that? Are there ways that we can adjust the claim flow to make it I think that for existing users that have a Solana account, right, like it's less of a hassle than having to generate a new one, right? So I think it's all fair game. Like, and the research team's working on this with the Web3 team here, like, and are really kind of chewing through it. And then also like there's a whole compliance area too that are the team's working through as well. So I think we're grinding away at it, but I think right now it's just like, how can we get we're seeing what's happening with the payouts, like where with the system we need to adapt and adjust, and then how we can start to getting it to a broader and broader cohort. Because I think one thing that really like I was talking to James about this too last week. We had a good amount of users, and you all are as familiar with this as I am, where custodial support ended for them. Like in some cases we weren't. Like we were just as surprised, right? Where people that had been using rewards all of a sudden couldn't participate in it anymore. And so like one thing I've been kind of nudging on is like, look, as we open up the on-chain rewards to more people, we should really kind of zone in on a lot of those regions where they lost support. Like we should try to get people back that we lost and get them participating, whether they're opted in right now or we pair it with the campaign to let people know that we're bringing them back online, like things like that, because I think that we'll see like a really good take rate on it. And I just want it to, I personally felt bad when that happened. Like, I don't want to see it's so hard to like, you see these things go from like an idea on a piece of paper to like, now it's available, and then all of a sudden it gets taken away and you're like, what the hell, like it's like the worst case scenario that you don't want to see happen. And so now that we have this option and it's on chain, it's like, let's get this to those people too, like especially the ones that have been sticking with us throughout, so hope that helps.
Yeah, good take, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Bow's asked if we got a backyard barbecue update. No, didn't get one while we were away. I'm working on which day that would be best. I think it's looking like Thursday or Wednesday right now, but we'll get you an answer this week.
Just do all the days.
You're coming, right, Beth?
Oh yeah, I already booked my airline ticket.
Beautiful. Awesome.
We're gonna find out if Texas is big enough for Biles.
Awesome. I see where's he still here? Cripple Resistance, how are you doing? Or maybe not.
I'm good. Sorry.
No worries.
How are you?
I'm good. What was I gonna ask you? I was seeing a bunch of. Oh, I just wanted to thank you for you've been tagging me in some stuff that's been really relevant, or putting it in the chat too about like anti-Google stuff and things like that. And it reminded me I tweeted this out last week, I think, but it was kind of cool to see how Brave was referenced among Google and Bing as like independent search engines and indexes like out there in the official like core documents, and then they listed like 7 or 8 different syndicated ones. But I just want to give a shout out and say thanks to the Cripple Resistance for always kind of keeping us out there. Lee too, for that matter. Both you guys have been really good about like servicing up a lot of the first principle issues that like we should be more rowdy about. So please do that.
No, thank you.
Yeah. it looks like Namgang's waiting for theirs too, for their payment. So hopefully that happens in the next day or two. We're at time though, so really want to thank everybody for joining us this week. We will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, I'll see you all online and have a great week. Take it easy.
See you guys.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Twitter.
Bye now.
Bye,
Bye,
Twitter.
everyone. Take care.
Recording has stopped.